Amazing. Keeps on going, huh? Over to live. There we go. Yeah, now I got more of a Mr. Spock vibe. That's all right. But we had quite the day. It's a good time, period. It's quite the splash. But yeah, 2,500. Let's take a look at the content type. Live stream alone. Apply. 551. There's Benito. I haven't decided if this is the last one, but it's one of the last ones. We'll see if all the vagina talk. I'm anticipating a huge 3-minute push, and we're at 2 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should put on the hat, because you never can tell. Those throngs of people. I got to keep an eye on the old gauge over here, because anytime I say the word vagina, they all just come flocking. That's the one single video on my channel that's gotten over 100,000 views was painting vagina. It was stupid. It was just me being funny, but I didn't think it was that funny. But it took off, and I'm grateful it did. All right, there's 3. I'm thinking that's probably Toby coming in. Yeah, we balling tonight. This is where the action's at, and we are at 9:14 p.m. here on the East Coast. It's I know it's gonna go amazing. I got positive attitude about this, and I'm gonna be doing my affirmations. I'm doing my affirmations right now. Squaring out the top hat. Gonna do that. $8:14. So you're an hour behind me. There you go. That's a perfect top hat. Between the hat and the tie, it's a Sunday night that we'll all remember. simply because we'll be discussing vagina. Vagina, vagina, vagina. Anytime anyone really wants to talk about something, it's all about vagina. That's what they tell me. That's what really makes the unit cell, vagina. Especially one with a heavy flow. And this stream is going to get a heavy flow. You watch. You watch those numbers. Any second now, they're just going to trickle in. Like the girls that are having the heavy flow. It's just going to go. It's Sunday Vagina Talk. And there's roast beef. There is a roast beef side discussion. Because if you don't talk about the roast beef a little bit, then you haven't talked about bad vagina. Like flies the horse shit. Well, let me tell you, last time I got, it was terrible. We had to keep wiping those away. They kept going after it, though. It was an endless chasm of flies. All on that heavy flow. That heavy flow had nowhere to go. And when that heavy flow's got nowhere to go, it's dangerous. So we don't like to talk about that heavy flow too much, but we do like to talk about the vagina often. Because the vagina's worth talking about. I mean, it's the center of the universe, right? You're gonna give it whatever you want. Just keeps gobbling things up. Bucket of piss. I'm telling you. Telling you, Benito. Start with the heart. The best vagina. I would have to say one that includes the least amount of roast beef as possible. I mean, you can't eat too fresh, but it needs to be healthy. You need to have. I prefer the vagina not be sick. If you could start with having a vagina that is not unwell, I think that's a very low bar to start. If you start with like a scone, like you would be starting with a scone, and anywhere from a scone up would be better. That's the kind of vagina I think you're looking for. If you want one with a warranty, well, then you have to go to Italy and get into the Italian culture, in which case you're buying products still. And you can get those warranties, and that's generally you gotta break with the father, and you gotta kiss his ring, but then you can get the warranty, and that means it's good forever. Otherwise, Uncle Vinny's gonna take care of that, and we don't want Uncle Vinny taking care of that. He's a tough guy, that Uncle Vin. When he grabbed me by the balls that first time and he said, "Hey, don't you be putting these somewhere they shouldn't go." And then he pointed at a vagina. He said, "Yeah, I know you want to put it in there, but don't put it in there." And then I said, "Vinny, can you let go of my balls, please?" And he let go. And then I backed. Yeah, warranty. You in the old school, the old culture, you can get a vagina with the warranty, and that was called. It was family. You weren't just buying the roast beef. You were getting the family that was attached to all that roast beef, and that meant we're making alliances because you didn't want her banging, the Fultons down the road because the Fultons were assholes. And you didn't want to see them at the wedding, and it was really tribal. But you could get warranty on the vagina as a result of that compartmentalism. I needed more of a warranty. That's see, that's what I thought. When I before I married my ex-wife, I broke with her father, and that means you go up to the father and you go, "Hey, I've been thinking about marrying her. Are you all right with that? You know, because you're gonna bond families." And so I went, "All right." So I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, it's about time." And I went, "Well, all right. I guess that's a seal of approval." And I asked her, and she said yes, but I didn't get the warranty because she found something she liked a little better, and that voided the warranty, I guess. So all that talk about growing a family and sharing kids and all that stuff out the window. That's what that vagina did. Took her vagina and went to a different home. No. This is crazy. It's almost as if I am having interweb issues. But you found me. Maybe she gave up. I think she gave up. I almost want the conflict. Maybe it did the opposite. Still. That's the first time I've ever had that happen, though. There's always something new. Do I want to do it? All right. No. Good advice on getting subscribers. Well, there. I'm gaining them. The advice, I'm adapting as I go, which is why I'm doing the 20-minute stream cuts. Because in the end, I'm getting more numbers. And also, the other benefit for that is that if you are monetized like I am, if you have copyright sharing, it doesn't, you're segmenting it. So you might get one of your live streams copyright sharing, but you won't get all of the content copyright. You'll get credit. But the vertical live streaming and the shorts is where I've been getting them. I think I've gotten maybe 4 ever. Well, no, it said the vagina one. The vagina one, I got a ton of subscribers. But beyond that, it's primarily been the shorts feed, which is me, of course, doing the 15 seconds all over the place, whether it's the dogs or the trucks or the plants. But the vertical live stream in the 20-minute segments, I mean, Steve Cutler Live, who has been on the program before, he's at 700 and I want to say 781 or something like that. He's close, but he's a few hundred short. But when he streams, he does super long streams, and he gets good views, which is great. But he doesn't get paid for those views because he's not monetized that way yet. And so I've been trying to talk him into kind of chopping like I have been today, yesterday, and the day before. I mean, the work's here, man. It's... I've put on more than... what does it say? 102 subscribers in the last 28 days. And I attribute most of that to this format of live streaming that I, because I've been trying to adapt as it goes. But for a month, 100 in a month from 2000, that's... And the fact that I'm almost at 21, I'm at 2145 now. 5 more, I get to 2150. I mean, true wisdom is knowing I know nothing, but but it's like I hope that I'm getting a little better at all of this. You know what I mean? I feel like I got more of a, even a little bit more of a camera presence where I'm, able to kind of realize where my attention is and how to kind of interact a little bit. I'm still, but I'm not a computer either. I mean, a lot of this, I'm going on instinct and what I see, but that might not be what you see. When I have Sparky do shorts and when I had Sparky do a live stream, he picked up a couple subscribers and he, you know what I mean? It is interconnective, I believe. I mean, that's the thing. This is all essentially networking, finding people who think I'm kind of funny or who think or who like the stuff that's on my channel, the stuff that I post. But I can't force people to like me. And I can't force people to be into the stuff that I'm into. So I'm hoping I can grab, have those people gravitate towards me. Primarily through my humor. I think my funniness is my strong suit. But, you can argue that fact if you'd like. Eat a can of sardines and post it. Millions of views. Me and Sparky did that one night. It doesn't, it's just, you can never tell. It's Sparky eat a can of tuna at least. I'm sure he ate something on camera. He's always eating something on camera. It's a harrowing experience. But yeah, I mean, see, the moment that I start talking about, oh, this is how you get views, like I know anything. Like, I think I have, no right to say anything about successful a YouTuber I am until I hit like 10,000 subs, and I'm actually making like a living wage. And so, like, if I get enough of you guys to join the G-Force, and I can get a few more super chats here and there, then I could possibly be able to go like, yes, it's my living. But as it is now, like the music we're listening to, that's making me a little tiny bit in the background. That's making me $5. The t-shirts are making me $5. It's like all little tiny increments. But if I can expand that by, 8,000 more, 7,850 more views, subscribers rather, well then that's great. But that's what everyone's trying to do. Everyone's trying to fight for that attention. Hence the silly bow tie and hat. I see the join button where I'm at. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's there. I know you're smart. I know you could find it. I mean, I could join it. I tell you what. Let me show you what I see. Let's do this. We can do this. Oh, if we go over here and all right, that's the join button. And then of course I get that, but that's where it appears here. If I go on to, but let's do it on, let's go to the kitchen for a second. I got a spare phone. It's not a burner phone, but I can still connect it via the Wi-Fi. If I can get it to turn on. Anyway, okay. I'll get that going, and then I'll show you. But, all right. I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to reboot. I'm going to do one more tonight. I really have to pee, so I got to go. Once I